just a quick extra video for this week. I'm just doing my tea tonight and I've got some odds and ends I'm using up. So I'm going to make a lamb stew with a slight twist to it. So what I'm going to be using for that, I've got here, as you can see, about 900 grams of lamb. There, like neck of lambs, all bits of various lamb I've got had in the freezer. So I'm using that. I will also be using on this one here, 1.5 onions sliced. I've got 2 carrots I had in the fridge there, and I've got about 6 new potatoes there that have been left in the fridge. We're also going to be using, believe it or not, I'm going to be putting in 10 dates which have been halved and stoned. We'll be using that as well. And the herbs and spices I'm going to be using for this dish, give it a try, see how it comes out. I've got about a teaspoonful of salt, half a teaspoonful of black pepper, 1 tablespoonful of curry powder, 1 tablespoonful of Baharat spice, and 5 minced cloves. And we're also using, I've got an extra one of these in the cupboard, which is a Guajillo dried chili. So I've cut that up and I'll be putting that in, hopefully give it a bit of spice with the stew. So first things first, we're going to need to sear this meat off. So I've got this, I'm using what we call an instant pot, also pressure cooker, air fryer all in one. So I'm just going to saute and seal this lamb off. Hopefully this should last me about 2 days, this meal. So I thought, well, let's do a video, just to show you. Now I do various other bits of cooking as well. Get that sealed off both sides. Now I've got the instant pot on heat level 4, just to saute this and seal this lamb off. So I'll be using this for the pressure cooking as well. So wait that to seal both sides. Yeah, I think that's kind of enough just to seal it all off. So let's get this moved out onto a plate. So just to basically to seal it all in, you don't actually want to sort of cook it, so put in there. Now, unfortunately I've run out of olive oil, so I'm using a bit of lard to do all the cooking in. So then we're just going to put in the onions. I'm going to saute them till they're nice and soft. So it will be a 1-pot dish as well. Be pretty quick once you put the old pressure cooker on, once the ingredients are in there. No idea what it's going to come out like. I'm just hoping the spices I've picked will give it like an Asian Middle Eastern type flavour to it. So that's the onion in there. And I just put that about 5 or 10 minutes just to saute that and soften that down. Right, they're coming along nicely. I forgot to add, I'm also using a tin of chopped tomatoes as well for this. So they're coming along nicely. Whacking all the garlic, herbs and spices, salt, pepper in there. Give that a stir and mix it all in. Get them onions nicely coated. And then just put in a little bit of water in there. And then just scrape any debris off the bottom of the pan so it doesn't burn, and put it on for the pressure cooking bit. Give it a stir, make sure it's all off the bottom. Oh, it's certainly smelling nice. I'm just going to let that heat up and bubble off a bit more. Bubbling nicely. I'm going to put in the tin of chopped tomatoes. That's stir around. Back up a little bit. That's looking nice. So what we'll now do, I'm now going to put the potatoes, the carrots on top of that, just whack it all in, like so. Put dates in. Hopefully the dates will give it a nice sweetness to this dish. A lot of Middle East dishes do use dates. These were nice and fresh from my local Chinese supermarket. I love these dates. I get through a whole box. Bad for you, too many, but there you go. So, right, they're in there. Mix the dates up. I'm now going to put in the chili pieces with the seeds as well. Got some seeds left in the pack. I'm hoping that's just going to give it. That's not a very hot chili. It's only about 1,000 on the old Schofield register. It's not overly hot. It's quite a mild chili. It's got a fruity flavour apparently. I did use it in one of my previous dishes on my Cooking Around the World series as well. I think that was the one from Guatemala, I believe. Right, so that's done. Goose fingers bubbling away. So I'm going to put the lamb chops, lamb, neck of lamb, whatever lamb you want to use, top of that. This lamb was actually quite reasonably priced. We actually have a big truck come to one of our local superstores and you get all various bits of meat quite cheap. So that's done. I'm now going to whack in about 500 ml of water on the top of that one. So I'm going to cancel this out, turn it off. I'm now going to put this on pressure cook for 45 minutes. Hopefully then it should be ready to be eaten. So I'll catch you again in 45 minutes time. There you go, that's had 45 minutes. It certainly smells nice. So if you want to thicken it up, just mix in some corn flour till it thickens as thick as you want. So I'm going to put a bit of corn flour and then just thicken it up a little bit. Oh, that looks about perfect, that does. Yep, that looks about perfect. So let's get some on a plate. Oh, that lamb is certainly falling apart. Bit of potato there. Get some carrots. There we go, they're certainly looking nice. So let's just give it a shot. See what it tastes like. A bit hot. Go. Oh, that certainly tastes nice. Totally different for a lamb stew. Not too hot. It's just got a bit of kick to it with that chili pepper. With the other spices in there, it has got a Middle Eastern flavour. Very, very nice and flavoursome. This. Yeah, that's lovely. Totally different way of doing a lamb stew. Oh, a bit hot. Carrots cooked perfectly, they haven't mashed down. The potatoes, say 45 minutes in the pressure cooker. You can see there, potatoes haven't gone all mushy. They're in actual fact quite perfect. But the lamb, you can see there, the lamb is just falling off the bone, look. So 45 minutes is actually perfect. And just feel the kick of that spice coming through and that chili pepper now. Just feel that slowly coming through. With the other spices, I tell you what, for something I've knocked up with ingredients I've got in the cupboard in the fridge, that has come out absolutely lovely. Anyway, so that's all I'm doing for this one. So just a quick video. Join me on my next Cooking Around the World series, where we're off to Nigeria. That should be coming out in about next week, so keep an eye out for that one. Look after yourselves, be kind to one another. Catch you again soon.